The 2020 #1 overall pick, Joe Burrow. The Bengals shoot for their 4th straight win over the Jets. Next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Time to see the Bengals offense go to work, and leading them out, the #1 overall pick of the 2020 draft, Joe Burrow, now in his 2nd season out of LSU.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a 2nd one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Here's Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzama. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Mixon last week, 20 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson flushed out right. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and they're able to get this one across the 35. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a 1st down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down again. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And Carl Lawson signed with the New York Jets in March of 2021 after 5.5 sacks with Cincinnati in the 2020 season. He was a 3-down player for the first time in his career last year. Now he gets to work with new Jets head coach Robert Saleh, hoping to double those numbers and getting the quarterback on the ground.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all. This is taken at about the 14. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
They go play action now. Wilson forced out to his left. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They go play action with Wilson, rolling to his right. This is the tight end fan. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Caught on the slant. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, a run with Carter. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-7. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Or just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. And it's caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now Joe Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now Burrow on first down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Carl Lawson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack on first down, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
You don't want no problem from me.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line. So Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Wilson's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That is taken in by the tight end, Finn. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he'll fire one downfield for Finn. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we are at halftime here. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something that...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover. And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list. Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. And it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Open man. Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line. 46 to Mike, 46.
A handoff for Carter. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike.
To throw is Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Fant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a 2nd-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the 2nd pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it'll be second down. Now it's Wilson. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow got a man open. It's Chase. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Bengals on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be third and a mile. Now it's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And the drive starts with a completion left side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Wilson's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. To throw again is Wilson. Goodwin able to haul it in. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Right. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here's what happened with Burley
movement sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Pushing his breaks the tackle. Now an alley. Still going. They can't stop him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Out to Cole on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And now here is another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4th. Run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A handoff to Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off